Hey, do you guys remember about this video of the superintendent? Dude, he was making $300,000 a year. Yeah, this man landed himself a $300,000 a year job. We got more news about him though. We got an update. There was so much more to Des Moines, guys. It's insane, watch.
It was $300,000 superintendent. Turns out that he wasn't just an illegal immigrant with a gun charge, but he lied about being a doctor.
School district officials say 2 years ago, Roberts claimed he had a doctorate from Morgan State University, but they say records showed he never obtained it. Despite the discrepancy, the district still hired him.
He still got the job, guys. He still got the job.
Now MIT saying Roberts' claim he was an MBA student there is also false. And George Washington University saying the Principal of the Year award Roberts boasted he received does not exist.
He illegally registered to vote in Baltimore.
And Des Moines school superintendent.
His stellar resume wasn't based on facts. But hey, it doesn't appear that he got any complaints about the job that he was doing.
Ian Roberts, he was arrested, you remember, by ICE last week, accused of overstaying his visa. And now Maryland lawmakers demanding answers tonight after discovering he is still listed as an active Maryland voter.
Roberts never actually voted here, but the Freedom Caucus says that doesn't excuse the fact that he is still registered in the state of Maryland.
And got hired to run Iowa's largest school district. And when ICE came calling, he ran with a loaded gun in the car. Let's talk about it.
If you don't understand the rules of power.
All right, so we recently covered this story about Dr. Ian Roberts being arrested by ICE for being an illegal immigrant. Now, I read the comment section of these videos, and there were many people in the comment section where it's like, oh, it's so great. He's got so many degrees. He became a doctor. He is the American dream. Too bad he didn't get his paperwork together. But now people have actually looked into this guy's background, and it is a horror show. All right, let's start at the beginning. This is Dr. Ian Roberts. Let me rephrase that. This is Ian Roberts. Can't verify he's a doctor. He was born in Ghana, and he came to the United States in 1999 on a student visa. That's what I reported earlier, but that's actually not true. He was here in 1994, and how do we know that? Well, allegedly, he got arrested for slinging rocks in the hood back then.
Lyons told us this morning that his record actually goes back to 1994. He was arrested for selling narcotics and vehicle theft, and then he re-entered the United States in 1999.
He went from selling narcotics and stealing cars to being a superintendent. Dang.
I mean, it's a fundamental question, I think, to ask. How did this guy become the superintendent of Des Moines Public Schools?
Now, I know before you start, most people are going to say, hey, Nate, that was 30 years ago, which is true. But I would suspect that if you're hiring them to be the head of your school district, which is the largest school district in the state of Iowa, then that would be relevant to give him this $300,000 a year job. In 1999,
I wonder when was he hired? Because it looked like he was doing a fine job.
he applied and got a student visa to come here to the United States. Now, Dr. Roberts used that opportunity to obtain a bachelor's degree, a master's degree, and become a doctor. Now, Dr. Roberts is also an accomplished athlete, competing at the 2000 Sydney Olympics for his home country of Guyana. Here's a quick clip of all of Dr. Roberts' experience.
As a commissioned military officer, a world-class athlete, and transformative leader in education. Currently serving as the superintendent of Iowa's largest public school district, he impacts the lives of over 30,000 students. His dynamic career spans roles as superintendent of the Mill Creek Township School District, a high-performing school district in Erie, Pennsylvania. He has also served as the chief of schools for California's largest charter school network and as the high school network superintendent for St. Louis Public Schools, where he coached, supported, and evaluated high school and alternative school principals. His influence doesn't end.
Wow.
Education. Before his journey in school leadership, he was a world-class Olympic athlete. He competed globally in the 2000 Olympic Games in Sydney, Australia, and World Championships in Yebeshe, Japan, and Seville, Spain. He was a finalist in the Pan American Games in Winnipeg, Canada, and gold medalist at the Central American Championships in Bridgetown, Barbados. His athletic excellence is matched by his...
Are you tired of waiting
May of 2024. Roberts has been serving as superintendent of the Des Moines Public School District since 2023.
Now, the doctor, who's really not a doctor, his lawyers did a press conference, and they were
For
straight
2
up
years.
asked, well, hold on. On his applications and everything, he was telling people he was a citizen. Is that not true? And how the heck did he get a social security number?
Major parts here. The Department of Iowa Education here in Iowa said that on his application for the superintendent, he put that he was a citizen. Number one, is he a citizen or does he maintain that he's a citizen? And number two, he's also been filling out that he has a social security number. Where did he get the social security number?
Well, both of those things I'm able to respond to, but quite frankly, I don't want to respond at this point. But as you may or may not know, certain people coming into this country are entitled to get a social security number. We thoroughly checked that out. That's not our concern at the moment.
They then asked his lawyers about, hey, you keep referring to him as Dr. Roberts, but where the hell did he get his doctorate from?
You referred to him as Dr. Roberts. Can you tell us which institution he received his doctorate from?
Yes, it was, I know it, the International School is where they were supposed to grant his PhD. I have had an opportunity to look at the background check on that aspect that they confirmed that from. I just can't think of the first name, but it's something international.
Is it Trident?
Trident International, right. And I think they found no issues with that. And I don't think that's an issue at all that we're dealing with here. I know there's been reports out there about, resumes. I don't know how many you folks apply for different jobs. Your resume can get all screwed up out online and with social media and people coming in.
So as you can see, the attorneys are claiming that he got his doctorate from Trident University. Now, Trident University is real. It's a totally 100% online university and allows you to get your doctorate from the comfort of your living room couch. But here's the rub. There is no publicly verified proof that he actually completed the requirements, a dissertation, defensive transcripts, and on top of that, with other parts of the resume clearly false, like him saying he got a doctorate from Morgan State, which they said he didn't. It seems that his title of doctor is still under some serious question. So now, even with all this, the local authorities, the people who actually hired Dr. Ian Roberts to be the superintendent, say that, hey, he scammed us too.
Good evening, I'm Andy Fales.
And I'm Samantha Mesa. The Des Moines School Board hired.
That's the only thing you can say, because you're not gonna own up to incompetence. You're not gonna say that you didn't do your job. You're just gonna, I mean, if it went by everyone, and the only thing that they can do is that accuse him of being a scammer, because that is going to make them appear innocent, and that way they can keep their job. We're never going to know if he was lazy, if he was a good scammer, or if they were lazy.
Ian Roberts in 2023 with a unanimous vote.
At the time, board members said they were aware of a prior gun charge in Pennsylvania. And just this week, we learned board members were also aware of discrepancies in his educational background. District spokesperson Phil Rader tells us Roberts submitted an initial resume showing he
unanimously to hire Roberts in May of 2023. At the time, board they decided Roberts.
ICE last Friday, September 26. It was seized and transferred to.
And to finish up, guys, the consulting company that conducted the superintendent search on Roberts was sued because they have no idea how he was hired and licensed in Iowa as well as in other states. And Roberts resigned as superintendent after the State of Education Board revoked his license. And federal prosecutors charged Roberts with possessing 4 firearms while in the U.S. illegally, including one authority said was wrapped in a towel inside a school-issued Jeep Cherokee. He was driving when our agents pulled him over, according to the court filings. So they took everything away from him, you guys. So he wasn't a doctor after all. But again, it seemed like he was doing the job well because there were no complaints. No one noticed. So he was up to the job and he did it. Honestly, even though he might be whatever you might call him, I congratulate that man for doing a job. You know what I mean? Like, he was doing the job, dude. That just shows you that, like, if someone has an opportunity to do something, they're gonna probably do it well because they understand what kind of opportunity that can be, even if it was ill-gotten or como agarrada chueco. I don't know. I mean, he is guilty of what he did, but at least he was doing a good job. You know what I mean? He kept that job for 2 years. Congratulations. Anyways, guys, I just wanted to update you guys on that. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you do not know who I am Efren Rodriguez, fitness professional and high performance enthusiast. If you're enjoying this content, please consider showing your support by dropping a like, dropping a comment, or subscribing to the channel. I deliver news, current events, high performance, and fitness tips every day, in addition to personal experiences with gang stalking. Yeah, I know, that's crazy. But I'm not lying. Anyways, bye.